Ohai. Imatra. The city in Finland in the field of the southern Karelia. Earlier the city was a part of the province the southern Finland. In 2010 this administrative unit was abolished. The population makes 29.3 thousand inhabitants. 2007. It is founded in 1948. The status of the city is received in 1971. The city is located on the Voksa River, in a northern part of the Karelian Isthmus, about border with Russia in 210 km from Street. Petersburg. The nearest Russian town, Svetogorsk. 7 km. The main employers in the city, Stora Enso. Pulp and paper production. Municipality of the city, Ovakobaro. Metallurgical industry. The border service. The frontier between Russia, USSR, and Finland since 1947 passes in 6 km to the southeast from Imatra. Less than in 1 km from border the city of Svetogorsk is located Russian, earlier Soviet. In the 1960th years between Svetogorsk and Imatra there was already a railway boundary transition which was used for import and export of freights, and in the 1978 years by agreement between the Soviet and Finnish authorities automobile transition which served mainly export of the Soviet wood and also needs of highly qualified foreign specialists who were invited for work on the Svetogorsk building. Among these experts there were citizens of the different countries including the USA. Experts lived in the Finnish Imatra and went daily for work through border for the Svetogorsk pulp and paper mill. In the 1990s the decision to reconstruct border crossing was made, having turned him into modern IAP. International Automobile Checkpoint. And to allow to cross here border everything, and not just to the persons which are in the special list. After long delays the task was solved, and in 2002 transition earned. In 2006 I became round the clock. Transition is allowed citizens of all states, as well as on all border crossing checkpoints in the Leningrad region. Crossing of border by bicycle is authorized, then the Finnish and Russian cycle tourists and locals actively use. Distance from the center of Imatra, region of Imatrankowski, to the center of Svetogorsk about 5 km. Pedestrian transition is forbidden, as well as on 2 other maps. Kalbary and Torfianovka. Transport. The first train from Street. Petersburg came to Imatra in 1892. Passenger traffic on this direction was stopped in 1918. Through railway transition there is no movement of passenger trains yet, but the organization of the suburban international message of Street. Petersburg-Vyborg Imatra is possible. Since November 11, 2012 bus traffic between Imatra and Street. Petersburg. Through Yutseno, Lepinranta and Vyborg. Became daily. The license for transportations of passengers was obtained by the Tillisliken E-Company. Rantanen. Besides the regular bus, minibuses from the private companies daily go. Culture and sport. The cultural center of Imatra, the place for holding various cultural actions, holidays, exhibitions. Art Museum, City Cultural and Historical Museum, Museum Dwelling of Industrial Workers, Karelian House, House Museum of Veterans. Main Library, Patsin Kyrgyzstan Library,
Verseniskan Curiosity Library. They covered rooms for exercises and sport. Sports complex.
Pool, bowling alley.
Ice arena. Platforms for exercises and sport in the open air. Sports grounds. Athletics, ball games, tennis. Improving physical culture on air. Improving paths, ski tracks, walking paths, beaches. In April 2014 there took place another World Ice Hockey Championship with the Washerman Juniors. Education. Services of basic education and preschool education in Imatra are organized on regional model. In the city 4 areas with schools and kindergartens as in independent units. In recent years closing of many schools was planned, and in 2008 decisions on closing of schools were made. The problem consists in decline in population and location of schools on the outskirts of settlements. The basic education is provided on the following institutions. Verseniskan Kulu. Classes 1-9.
Kakopan Kulu.
Class at 1-6. Vairasoan Kulu. Toimi Verseniskan Kauluksan Uti Desa. Lokat 1-6.
Tenyin Koskan Aliu.
Tenyin Koskan Kulu. Klasi 1-6.
Mensakalan Imatran Koskan Aliu.
Imatran Koskan Kulu. Classes 1-6. Noltolan Kulu. Klasi 1-6. Linalan Kulu. Class at 1-6.
Nansakalan Kulu.
Classes 7-9. Rajapatsan Aliu. Koskan Kulu. Classes 7-9. Ita Suman Kulu. Classes 0-9. Day actions will be organized on behalf of the city and the organizations in all areas in the territory of schools and kindergartens. Senior secondary education in the following offices. The Giant High School of Imatra, in those is also High School of IB of the Southern Karelia and the Finnish-Russian High School in East Finland. The South Karelian Professional College offers young people an opportunity to get higher education. There are several sub-options.
Hotel and restaurant sector, household, fine arts, business, agriculture and gardening, technologies, healthcare and social help.
Offices are located in Lapinranta, Imatra and Ruokolak. One of the objects most attractive to tourists is the spa hotel, Imatran Pulia, operating all the year round. In the summer a large number of visitors involves the dumping of water through Imatran Koskis Dam, which is carried out since the end of June until the end of August on Saturdays. Till 2015 daily. At 18 o'clock local time. Besides, startup of water is carried out on Lutheran Christmas. On December 25. And in New Year. In the period of summer spillways, persons interested can be transported through usually dry riverbed of Voksa on a suspended crossing. In Ruthertown large number of locations. The most known hotel, Imatran Valshinkoteli, nowadays belonging to Rentasipi network. On pedestrian Koskan Paris Street there is a center hotel, Imatra Hotel. Till 2014, Cumulus Imatra. On the bank of the same lake there is an Imatra hotel. On the left coast of Waksa there is a Vuksankovi hotel. Are among rather cheap Anakurn and Imatra hotel. Besides, near Imatra, but already in legal borders of Lapinranta, there are two budget hotels Karjal and Porti and Kulkarpoika. Within Imatra two campings operating in summertime. Akaniemi located near Imatrankulpulia and Kalastusto. Fishing park. Located on the peninsula and intended mainly for fishers. There are Imala hostels,
which are also opened all the year round, located around Imola, and Yukonlana located near Imatrankulpulia.
In Imatra on the river bank there is an only monument in the world devoted made a suicide.
Though someone decided to commit suicide came to this city, which was then a part of the Russian Empire, nearly from the whole Europe.
In St. Petersburg the decision not to sell tickets to Imatra only in one party was made, and this measure succeeded to reduce quantity of suicides. Language features. Initiative of 6 municipalities, Tokmayavi, Imatra, Lapinranta, Pumala, Mikeli and Savonlana petitioning for the 5-year project, within which at schools of these municipalities it would be possible to replace studying of Swedish with studying of Russian since the 7th class, but the project didn't find full approval in the government. Incidents. The big resonance in Finland was caused by threefold murder in Imatra which happened in the night of December 4, 2016.
As a result of the fire opened by the previously convicted 23-year-old local Yuri Yukani Lassinen, the chairman of city council of this city of Tiina Vilenjapinen, and 2 local journalists were killed. As showed preliminary investigation, Lassinen had mental disorders. The victims were chosen by him accidentally. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.